Here's the protein lineup. And not sure the quantities I'm going to use yet, but I'll tell you that roughly the mixture ground beef to sausage is going to be 3 parts ground beef to 2 parts sausage, roughly. Change it up the way you like. So here's the round steak I got out of the freezer, and I'm just gonna cube this up. That's gonna go in there. It's gonna make some good flavor and some good texture. A little bit of trimming. I've got 2 of those large round steaks, and that's what I'm going to integrate into this one. Small cubes, those ought to get good and tender in there. Okay, I'm gonna make a glaze to go on top of the meatloaf with the steak in it. And that's gonna have the steak, ground beef, pork sausage, and this glaze. This is what I plan on putting in there. Some wish your sister was here sauce, some garlic, smoky chipotle bouillon. I have a whole jar of apricot preserves, just cheapo. I found that at Hy-Vee for like $2.79. And I'm gonna, after I brown this up and caramelize it, I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit with that white wine. Happen to have one open, and there it is doing its thing. And I'm gonna let that get kind of scorched, kind of browned up. It's actually gonna caramelize and get hard on the edges. And then, like I say, I'm gonna get a little white wine in there, loosen it up, and then reduce it down a little bit after that. So I'm putting a whole medium yellow onion, but I personally like it pretty finely chopped. I don't want to run into big chunks of onion, but I want that flavor to get in that meat. It'll be pretty big meatloaf, so that's not going to be too much onion. Okay, I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit and I did some measurements. So in this one, this is the chorizo. I've got roughly 5 pounds of ground beef in there, 2 pounds of chorizo. Then I go with breadcrumbs, 2 cups. Plain Greek yogurt, full cup. Got that 1 medium yellow onion, finely chopped. 6-pack of eggs. And there you go. The difference going to be over here with the steak one is I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of garlic powder. Just add a little something to that, but this one should be spicy enough, this chorizo. And I'm half contemplating my cayenne. This is super hot cayenne though. This is 75,000 Scoville units. Maybe 3 quick little shakes. Don't underestimate that stuff. It'll get you. right, see how that has browned up and caramelized. Nice. This, by the way, is it's a good way to start out any kind of like barbecue rib sauce or something. Whatever kind of jam or preserves you like. But, and again, if you're the type that needs measurements, I'm probably not your guy. Garlic. Smoky chipotle. Wish your sister was here. Healthy dose of wine. Just keeping it on high heat. Now I'm gonna reduce it and melt all that caramelized goodness. I think we can all agree, the fun part, thoroughly mix it. So it looks like that. Right about now, I go get the coals started on the grill. Alright, I'm laying down some pecan wood underneath the coals. Then my coals are going on. I'm going to sprinkle some cherry chips on top of that, just keep a continuous smoke. So the pecan is mellower. Cherry's got a little more bite, but I think meatloaf can handle it. There we go. Got a cherry on top, roughly 4 briquettes wide. And then remember just to put your starter fluid on that first 4 inches or so. Don't soak them all, or you'll just burn all at once. So light the one end. We'll let that get going a little bit, and we'll get started. There it is, all ready to go. Reduced, gave it a taste. Kind of has a sweet and sour sauce kind of a flavor to it. It's really good. Last minute hunch. I put a few more coals on, so it's more like 5 wide. We're about ready to rock here. Bottom vents are wide open, so I'm going to control heat with the top vent, how quickly that goes. All ready to go. Self-explanatory. Okay, we're in the pan. So here's something that just my preference. I don't like smacking down a meatloaf, especially when you're doing like on the grill. I want all those little browned up nooks and crannies, so I leave high spots and do it something like that. Get all those little tasty browned up nuggets on there later. Personal preference. Do as you damn well please. So, got the chorizo on the bottom for now. Put a couple sticks in here so we can get the heat and the smoke around under that first one. And I am going to come back and put my thermometer in there. It's already set, but testing her out. Works good. I'm going to go wide open on the vents for now. There's my ambient temperature probe, and then I've got the meat one deep inside the top, and I anticipate probably halfway through having to switch these so they cook evenly. That's where we're at so far. I'll keep you posted on my temperature and my time. Okay, we got about an hour in, hanging at, well, it's at 184 and climbing, but I just added some coals to the other side of the snake, just to bump that heat up now at this point. And so she's climbing. It's going to be 200 and some here pretty quick. So I'm going to go do that for a little while.